Hey there, thanks for watching. Welcome to another video at the Knee Pain Clinic, and in today's video what I'm going to discuss is how to know if your injury is serious enough and what sort of advice you should be seeking. This is probably the number one question that I get asked by my clients and patients, and that's usually because pain is perceived at multiple levels, and certain injuries do have different pain responses. And when you have a sudden onset of a painful incident, it often quite seems like it's never going to end, it's going to be there forever, and you're going to have surgery and medication and months of rehab. But thankfully, most of the time, this is not the case, particularly with things like lower back pain and knee injuries that occur gradually over time. That usually suggests that there's a biomechanical issue with the knee or the lower back. And when I say biomechanical, what I mean is your body will compensate to changes, whether it's through your life or your work. You're putting your body in certain situations or environments where your body will change and adapt. So an example of this is if you are playing more sport than you normally did and you're kicking your ball on your right leg more than you used to, your body will try and adapt and become stronger in certain areas that maybe aren't quite capable of handling those increased loads, and that's when you tend to see knee injuries or leg injuries, because your body isn't conditioned to have that kind of training or that kind of exposure to those high load or high intensity exercises. So yeah, if it happens gradually, it's less likely to be serious. However, if it's been going on for a few months, it's probably worth getting it checked out. If you have a traumatic incident like a car accident, or you're playing sport and someone comes and tackles and takes your legs out, or you fall down from a height, that's something I would definitely recommend getting a scan on, like an MRI or an X-ray, or getting other medical tests that will show if there is anything serious. And that's probably the initial thing that osteopaths have to kind of work with, and that's figuring out, okay, how serious is it? Could it be something as worse as fracture or a serious pathology that could be causing the pain? If it's not, then we start to look biomechanical. Okay, which part of the body, whether it's a muscle, a joint, a nerve, or even some of your organs can refer pain. What other areas in the body could be affecting your current injury? That's kind of the thought process that you should be thinking about. So if it's something that's happened gradually over time and there's no real traumatic onset for it, that's probably something that an osteopath can treat. If it's something that's happened from a traumatic incident, then you probably are better off getting an MRI or an X-ray or something to show the extent of the injury. If it does need surgery, then you obviously go down that path. But the number one thing out of everything is the research shows these days that you have to do some sort of rehab or strength and conditioning exercise program. And that's for people that's even for people that aren't going back to sport, because if you don't condition the muscles and the joints and the surrounding tissues to be strong enough to recover from the injury, then you're going to go down the path of chronic pain, and it's just something you don't want to have to deal with for the rest of your life. So you are better off getting on top of it, seeking a professional opinion, and doing the right course of strength and conditioning or rehab exercises so you can recover fully and not suffer in the long term. Hopefully that made sense. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, then make sure you send me an email at info@kneepainclinic.com.au, or if you want to see more of my content, blogs and videos, then check out my website at kneepainclinic.com.au, and hopefully you can find what you're looking for. Alright, thanks guys.